Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to DSP versus the Internet, episode 31 for September 17th, 2023. So far, we're still in the Ultra member videos. These are the biggest contributors to the channel, and each week we watch their videos guaranteed. We have a couple of unique videos, alright? We're going to screen them. We're not going to necessarily watch them because they're both quite lengthy from what I'm to understand. These are very old videos from, I guess, what you could call detractors. They're not necessarily ultra nasty personal shit. One of them is about my Grand Theft Auto gameplay from like a million years ago. And then the other one is about apparently a parody of me trying cup noodles. So let's see what they are. I've actually never seen these before. Let's give them a look and see if they're worth a watch. You know, if they end up being stupid, we could move on. But I've never seen them before. Let's give them a look. So this is DSP logic. There's an open window and I have grenades. Let's use A, and that's it. Now let's see what happens here. Okay.
There's an easy solution. Sue your boss. See, the great thing about this country is you can sue anyone for pretty much anything, and you'll probably win, or at least get a settlement. At the firm of Breaking and Ponzo Personal Injury Attorneys, we can show you how far.
I'll have grenades in my fists. What do? Grenades.
Uh-huh. So the first thing I try to do is I try to figure out, can you enter the building and you throw a grenade in the building or there? No. Okay. Keep in mind, never played this game before. This is my honest first time playthrough from many years ago. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even understand really the controls or anything. This is before I was a live streamer, so no one was telling me what to do during the gameplay or anything like that. Okay?
Probably supposed to shoot him from across the way here like this. Or wait, that's the window.
So keep in mind,
how the fuck do I get?
I have never seen this before. There's no mechanic in the game to throw a grenade into a window. It doesn't exist. There was no tutorial for that. It didn't show, like, he showed that happen because that's how you're supposed to do it. But it doesn't tell you how to do that in the game. It's the first time ever in the game you would have to do this. Okay? So, likely, I'm thinking, what have we done in the game so far? Well, we've sniped people. You know, we've done all these various things. I'm trying to think of gameplay mechanics that are existing in the game. Not a new gameplay mechanic that this is the first time it's being introduced in the game.
In there.
So you can see in the window.
How?
So, okay, so I'm kind of getting it. Can I throw it out there? How?
How do I get in there?
Because you can't aim the grenades in this game.
What the hell?
There's no aiming mechanic for the grenade. It just kind of auto-aims.
Well, is there a fire escape or something somewhere? Check out the whole building.
See? I'm trying to be thorough. I'm trying to figure out what to do. So, what is wrong with this right now? So, because I didn't immediately know exactly what to do for a gameplay mechanic the game never explained, I'm somehow at fault, according to this person. Okay.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to knock that guy over.
Again, keep in mind, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never played this game before.
Shorts?
This is what, GTA 3?
Short shorts.
So this is the first one, right? This is the first one. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I have no guidance because I don't have a live stream with me. I'm not using a strategy guide. I'm just fucking around trying to figure this out. Okay? Okay, is that supposed to be funny? Hide in the box and ring his doorbell? Okay, ha ha. Ha ha.
And there's his apartment. How the fuck do I do this? What the hell? How am I supposed to kill this guy?
Keep in mind, it's not jiving in my head you could throw a grenade up there because you've never done this in the game before.
All the way up there?
Every time you've ever thrown anything, it just went right in front of you. There's no aiming mechanic in the game, so how would I think that you can throw it up there?
What the hell? This is confusing. There's no guidance of what I should be doing.
Just showing the window is not guidance. It's saying that's what you need to do. It's not telling you how to do it.
Trying to get his attention.
Okay, so probably what I'm thinking here is maybe you're supposed to get his attention so he comes to the window and then you have a way to shoot him or something. That's probably what I'm thinking. Of course, I don't have a gun. So maybe if he's at the window, then you can throw the grenade.
It shows a door up front. See that? It shows a doorway. It shows like a doorway here, but there's no doorway here. What's that about?
It does?
Hold on.
No, that's the alley. I got confused. I thought it showed a doorway and it found that you can enter the building. But that's the alley it's actually showing on the map. Again, keep in mind, this is the first GTA game I have played on the PS2. The only other GTA game I've ever played at this point in my life was GTA 4, and that was before I was a YouTuber. 5 years prior.
I see a big ass fire.
I was just gonna say, I probably now I'm seeing the fire escape. I'm thinking, gee, can you climb the fire escape to get in the window or something?
Site, maybe? Let me check something out.
I'm sure. Here's the thing. I'm sure if you're someone who's played this game before and you know it in and out and you love it, right? It was a classic for you in the 2000s when it came out. You're probably laughing your ass off. You're like, wow, this guy, he can't figure it out. Ha ha ha. I get it, but I don't understand why you would think that I was immediately supposed to figure this out. I can understand why I didn't immediately figure it out. The game doesn't really tell you shit, right? All it did was show a window. That's not much when, again, in the game, you've never been able to throw grenades up high ever in the game. Not once. It's always been throw ahead of you. So I didn't understand that there was a mechanic to even throw grenades at an angle or anything, right?
From somewhere. There's got to be a way to get across.
Also, you can tell I'm fumbling with the controls. See, I keep going to first person.
I do see that
around.
construction site. I'm almost thinking maybe I could fuck with the crane and get it to lower.
Yeah,
me
see,
out
I'm
to the
thinking big
building.
picture. Oh, maybe the crane will destroy the building. This is correct. Now, this is true, and I've already told you guys this. So this is not some revelation. I've already revealed to you guys that back in the day before I was a live streamer, I would genuinely give myself a chance to try to learn what to do in a game, okay? But then, let's say, for example, I just did that for 10 minutes and I can't figure out shit. I don't know what I'm doing. I would absolutely look it up. 1,000,000%. A lot of the times, I bought the strategy guides for new releases, and I wouldn't use it until I needed it. It would just sit there over here on my table. And then if I got stuck at a part, I would pull out the strategy guide and I would look up what to do. But that was for the fact that I wanted to keep the playthroughs moving. Can you imagine if I was stuck on this part for like an hour? No one would want to watch 6 parts. Keep in mind, my parts back then were 10 minutes long because of YouTube's limitations. Would you want to watch 6 parts of a playthrough where someone's running in a circle and has no idea how to do this? No, you want progress. So I looked it up, and you're right, probably next part, I probably figure out what to do. Watch.
Well, before I try anything crazy with this crane, let me just try like chucking a grenade in the window.
Yep. Yeah, that was the split part right there. So I looked it up. Absolutely, 100%, I looked it up.
He's gonna escape. He's probably gonna escape from here, I'm thinking.
No, I didn't look up a video walkthrough. I probably went to Game
I'm
Facts.
gonna block his car. I'm gonna see if I can throw a grenade in there. That almost worked.
Give it up. This idiot was going to go over there and use a crane. Then he looked up what to do and acted like he thought about it off camera. Give me a break. Acted like I thought about it off camera. I did? Did I say? Oh, so I was contemplating this between the parts and I had a revelation to throw a grenade. No. But does people want to hear? Oh, I looked it up. Of course not. I'm trying to put out an entertaining playthrough for my audience. You're not going to tell people you're looking shit up, but this used to happen all the time. I would sometimes get stuck on an older game like this, and even like I said, sometimes newer games. A lot of the, like any Fallout game I played, I always bought the strategy guide. Any RPG, usually I bought the strategy guide. I had the strategy guides for almost every RPG I did back then, now that I'm thinking about it. When I went to GameStop, I would buy the game and the guide as like a package. You would save a few bucks if you bought them together or whatever. So I would usually do that all the time. But I would never say, oh, by the way, so between the parts, I pulled out my handy dandy strategy guide and I looked it up. In this case, I didn't have a strategy guide. I guarantee you I used GameFAQs, okay? But again, what was the big deal? So you made a whole video about it, right? And what was your point? Was the playthrough entertaining? Did people watch it? Did they like it? So who cares if I looked up the solution to throw the grenade in the window? Who said in the playthrough, this is my high-level ingenious playthrough where I figure out everything like I'm a high-level detective sleuth and everything is determined on the fly because I'm the best player ever? Does it say that in the playthrough? Or does it say GTA 3 playthrough part 57? Seems to me a lot of the issues people have had with me over the years are issues that they have because I was popular making these game playthroughs, but I wasn't good at the games. Meanwhile, oh, I've played this game and I'm the master and I know to do that right away. Why does this idiot get views playing the game poorly? And this is how You Don't Play was born. Because all they wanted to do was make fun of me because I was popular for not being good. There was not a valid point in this video yet. I didn't see a valid point in that video at all. What was the criticism exactly? I don't get it. And the thing is, if you enjoyed the video, because a lot of people watched my videos back then for this kind of thing. It's funny, Phil didn't figure it out. If I played a game and every single moment I just figured everything out right away, would it be entertaining? Take a look at my Armored Core 6 playthrough that I did recently, where I pretty much completely turboed through the game and was one-shotting everything. Everyone complained it was boring, right? So you probably have more fun watching me fail first. So what's the problem with the video besides it was popular and you don't think that I deserve popularity? You're jealous. Exactly. Let's continue. And here's another one. This guy makes fun of me. Let's skip his stupid intro. He makes fun of me for my review of cup noodles. If you're not aware, when I was playing Final Fantasy 15 many years ago, so this was like 6-7 years ago when it first came out, it was a new release, they had cup noodles in the game. Okay, as a product placement advertisement. So I decided that I was going to actually do a cup noodles DSP Tries It, back when I used to do DSP Tries It, which was like a taste test show, but also other products I would try. I said, let's do a head-to-head taste test between the shrimp, and I think the other one, was it chicken? I can't remember what the two flavors were. So I did it, and basically, it was entertaining because, you know, it's not a high-level show. It's not professional. So I had a spoon that I was trying to eat the noodles with because I felt I wanted to scoop the broth and taste the broth with the spoon. But I think I didn't grab a fork to actually like fork the noodles with. So the biggest criticism I got during it was that basically I kept using a spoon to try to eat noodles and the noodles would like slip out of the spoon or whatever. All right. But that was it. Like, so somehow it became legendary. Everyone making fun of me for eating cup noodles or something. I'm like, okay, I don't know what you're really making fun of me for. All right. But, all right, let's see.
With a brand new DSL Tries It. Okay? Now, for those of you that don't know, DSL Tries It is a series where I basically eat things and put adverts on the videos so I get paid for eating, basically. Excuse me. Anyway, so, what you can expect from this sort of video is shaky camera work, and my hand will feature heavily because I point at things on screen because, well, my viewers are quite stupid and they don't know what I'm talking to. So if I say I'm trying this and I don't point at it, they won't know.
He's having a problem with me pointing at things in a video. He thinks that's bad, that I pointed at something in a video. Would you prefer to just stare at the noodles on the counter with nothing? What the hand thing actually originated with Release Day Unboxing, if you're not aware. Because during Release Day Unboxing, I used to unbox a game and I would open up with my hands and show you all the things inside of it. So I kind of got used to pointing and doing mannerisms with my hands during videos. And sometimes this would carry over to DSP Tries It with food. What ended up happening was eventually I turned the camera on me and it would be me eating the food rather than me doing stuff with my hands in the food. But in this case, this was a rare case where I kept the camera on the food because how am I going to aim a camera at me trying to eat these noodles? I wanted to show me making the noodles and everything, you know, adding the water and showing what it actually looked like inside the cup. So it was more of the first person perspective rather than the third person, which I did in some of the other videos. But this guy actually has a problem with me pointing at things in a video. That's his criticism. And shaky cam, well, yeah, because I'm using my hand to film. I did have it on a tripod filming me for the third person segments. Okay. And you notice he keeps going with his nose. That's because I have post-nasal drip. And when I eat, my post-nasal drip tends to kick in. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like humidity or heat or cold. But when I start to eat, my post-nasal drip kicks in. Let me tell you guys something, all right? And I'm not trying to get sympathy or whatever. It's not nice. Every time I eat a meal, I've got snot dripping down the back of my throat. So I can't fully enjoy meals like other people do because every single time I try to eat, I have to deal with that. And I have to be clearing my throat and blowing my nose. Half the time when my wife makes dinner, I have to have tissues at the table. So when I'm eating, I can blow my nose to taste the food. Okay? But people think it's funny. Oh, that's funny. No, it's a medical condition. It's not funny. It's something I've had to deal with my whole life. It's not funny to make fun of someone for having a medical condition. It's something that's been prevalent in my videos for 15 years because I've always had it. I don't know why people think it's funny to make fun of someone for having a medical problem, right? If this guy had, I don't know, a chronic cough because he had a problem with his lungs or a problem with his throat, would I make fun of him for chronically coughing? It's a thing I can't solve. I've been to doctors for it. There's no solution for it. It just happens. I've had it my whole life. It's hereditary. My dad has it too. Oh, make fun of me because I have to do this in my video so that I don't have snot pouring down everywhere in my respiratory system. Oh, you're really funny. You know, good on you that you don't have medical problems for people to make fun of. But make fun of me because, again, I'm a YouTuber who makes videos that are popular. I make money and a living doing it. So make fun of my medical shortcomings because I'm the target. But God forbid the camera ever turn towards you because I'd probably find way more funny to make fun of on you than you ever did with me. But, you know, that's the difference between them and me. Anyway, let's continue. This guy's hilarious so far. So I can't point at things. That's not allowed. And God forbid I have a medical problem. Okay, let's continue. What other ingenious things he'll come up with to criticize me with?
So for those of you watching, I'm trying this. Pot noodle. Yes, pot noodle. I'm not even kidding. I'm trying pot noodle. And because it worked out so well last time, on my other DSL tries it, well, I tried microchips and I had to learn to use a microwave, which was a real piece of shit, by the way. And I had the stream chat.
Okay, I'm just going to fast forward because so far nothing's happened. I actually want to see when he starts making this, how he does it and how he makes fun of me. Okay, here we go. This is what I want to see when he actually gets to it.
This doing in there, someone at the factory has dropped some sort of sachet in here. I could easily sue because I could have easily have eaten this and choked to death. So, not a good start.
What?
Now, as we look in, we see kind of a powdery substance. What is this? I mean, look. That does not look appetizing. Now, in Final Fantasy, you have to pay 1,000 gil for this, which I'm going to assume is about $10 million, okay? So basically, Square...
Anyone having fun yet? Anyone laughing? Do I do this in my DSP Tries It? Do I shove my fingers into the raw food that's not cooked? What is he doing?
Annex are saying that this is worth $10 million. Yes. Yeah, $10 million for powder.
Did he just say art? What does he think? He's Popeye? He thinks I sound like Popeye?
It's not fucking cocaine, okay? So, anyway, I digress. Excuse me. So, Now we have to pour the boiling water into this.
I'm laughing now because what you could tell, all he did is he tried to take my mannerisms and shove them in to act like it's funny. Just because you're impersonating someone's speech or mannerisms doesn't mean it's funny. He hasn't done a single thing insightful or funny yet.
Okay. So it needs to be pulled up to the fill level. Yes, the fill level. I'm not even kidding. It says the fill level. Yes. So let's excuse me. Let's do that now. So yes, having to pour. I mean, the noodle doesn't explain. It doesn't explain where the fill level is. I'm guessing it's that line there that says fill, but you know, it doesn't actually explain. So
he's just repeating things that I say. It doesn't have any sense to it. Like if I said that, oh, it doesn't actually explain it because I'm doing something where something's not explained. He literally just said it is explained. There's a line on it that says fill level, but they don't explain what the fill level is. But it did. It's on the cup. So taking something I said as a mannerism and interjecting it into this is not funny. It just makes you stupid. All you're doing is repeating what I've said out of context from what I would actually say it. I don't think this guy actually understands the concept of parody. I don't think he understands it at all. All you're doing is repeating a saying that I say. That's not parody.
okay, so as we can see now, the hot water's in, and it's become less of a powder. Okay, so we're as you can see, that does not look appetizing. Basically, this is just like I guess student food. For those idiots that instead of getting a full-time adult job and full-time adult house, they actually think that education is key. Well, you're a fucking idiot, because look what you're eating. Well, I'm getting paid thousands of dollars from Patreons and eating lobster and steak.
Do you see? I mean, do you see where it all stirs from? I mean, he just revealed it right there. Absolutely. He absolutely is saying, oh, you see, Phil's rich because he has all this money because he makes YouTube videos and he doesn't deserve it. He's an asshole. So that is there you go. This is incredibly similar. This is just this running pattern that I've seen over the years. The people who dislike me the most are the people who secretly are the most jealous. It's true. This guy's insanely jealous that I'm able to make YouTube videos and make a living doing it. So he makes a video like this trying to make fun of me. He makes fun of my medical condition. He makes fun of my mannerisms of what I say. He hasn't done a single thing funny yet. All he's doing is ad verbatim repeating things that I do without context. You see? But again, this is a common thing that people do. And they say, oh, you see, this is funny. What is funny about this? Yeah, I still have, if there was a joke that razzed me or something, I'd be like, okay, there hasn't been a single joke that razzed me yet. And we've watched, this is the second video in a row of this style that hasn't had a valid thing to say yet. All right, let's continue. We'll watch a little more. Ready?
Going on staycations. Okay, I digress.
There you go. I digress, clearing my throat.
So, that's the pot noodle there, by the way, for anyone that's having trouble keeping track. Oh, God. People on the stream chat are saying that...
I don't stream DSP Tries It. What are you talking about? I don't stream DSP Tries It. So why would you say there's a stream chat? You could... What the hell?
This is a very lazy way for me to make money. I'm basically just filming myself eating noodles. Well, do you know what? I'm gonna block you. I'm some fucking idiots in the stream
Again.
chat.
So he's jealous that I made money doing a taste testing series. By the way, I was not the only person to ever do a taste testing series. I'm certainly not the last. There's people now who their entire channel is taste testing and they get millions of views and millions of dollars doing it. What is the criticism here?
This is unbelievable. This is very difficult. There's boiling water involved, which I could easily scald myself, by the way. And I'm taking a huge risk here. Right, so... okay, so we take a look now. Oh my God. Look at the... Look at this. Look.
Here again, there's the Popeye laugh, because I laugh like Popeye, apparently. Okay.
Look at this. Yes, the noodles, they look like little dicks. I'm not even kidding. they look like little dicks. Like, yes. Here's a giant jar of a pot dicks. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I made DSP Tries It for about 10 years. It started back when I was vlogging, and I retired it like maybe 5 years ago or so, okay, officially. I bring it back every once in a while. Can you tell me once, ever, in the history of DSP Tries It, that I said that the food that I was about to eat looked like a bunch of dicks? Let's watch a different video to cleanse our palate from this junk, shall we? Okay.
Hello, I'm Sunny Williams. I'm up here on the International Space Station.
And by the way, for the record, I'm not offended or anything, but the thing is, that is the average intelligence level of the person that doesn't like me. Do you understand? That's the intelligence level. That was not insightful. That was not funny. That was not even a criticism. It was just, let's take mannerisms that Phil says and repeat them. Let's make fun of a medical condition he legitimately has had his whole life, he hates having. He can't even enjoy food with it, but let's make fun of him for it because, you know, he's an easy target. Let's be jealous that essentially he makes money making videos, right? And then let's throw in random shit that literally he doesn't do, but let's act like he does it and misrepresent him. That's the average level of the person who doesn't like me on the internet. Do you see why I don't really care about the shit that they say and do and I ignored them? Like, I'm not kidding. Those are the first time I've ever seen those two videos. I don't watch that kind of stuff. There's a good reason I don't. Because there's nothing valid to that at all. That was a complete waste of everyone's fucking time. It had nothing valid to say. It had nothing to add. It had no real criticism of anything. It was just repeat things for the sake of recognizing a meme and making fun of someone we don't like. That's the difference. It's not criticism, it's memeability. And memeability is stupid. It's the most brain-dead, mouth-drooling level of recognition you can get. It's a meme that Phil says this. It's a meme that Phil might, or snort because he has post-nasal drip. Phil says dicks a lot in his videos. That's dumb memes. You know what I'm saying? That's not funny. That's not intelligent. That's stupid. If you made that video, you're stupid. If you watched that video and you thought it was funny, you're stupid. And you need to realize that. You need to look in the mirror and say, what the fuck am I watching and laughing at? There's tons of things on this planet that are insightful and meaningful. There's tons of criticisms of me on the internet that are way better than that. We watched some of them. I would actually argue that This Is How You Don't Play video that we watched, what was it, last year, of Metal Gear Solid 2, was way better than what we just watched. Way better. And, I don't like Evil AJ, but at least that video had valid things to say, and I can laugh at that and say, wow, my gameplay back then was trash. My gameplay was terrible. I was rushing through the game. It was a joke, but man, I can understand why people who liked the game didn't like me, and why This Is How You Don't Play of this style could exist. And I'm sure there's tons of that. For example, I've heard that there's really popular This Is How You Don't Plays of me playing FromSoft games back in the day when I didn't get those. I totally get that. I will actually go out of my way and give Evil AJ and the people who made those more intelligent videos some credit. Because now that I've seen the worst out there, you can compare that with stuff that actually had merit. And I will give credit to those who made This Is How You Don't Plays that were good. That was actually good stuff. That shit we just watched for the last 25 minutes was complete trash. There was nothing to be said. There was no valid criticism, memeable nonsense for morons with just no intelligence level at all. And that is the level of the person on the internet that doesn't like me. And that's what I'm dealing with on a daily basis. It's no wonder. Really, it's no fucking wonder, right? At all, that this is the situation that I face with. That's, if you have to deal with, if those are your biggest critics, morons, then I guess we're fine. No wonder I'm able to have a good time with an intelligent audience and I can cater my content to smart people. Really. Because I can't believe how dumb you could be to think that that was good. You want to watch good stuff? Again, watch the fun This Is How You Don't Plays and stuff. Those are fun. Those are intelligent. The Evil AJ stuff. Who was the other one? Outsider, was it? Who made good ones? I heard those are really good. Watch those. Those at least criticize something validly and say, Phil was a buffoon in games, here's why. Don't watch that shit. That's like the bottom of the barrel garbage. Don't waste your time on it, all right? All right, now we went too long, and we're going to split the part, and we're going to get on to more of these videos, okay? All right, guys. All right, thank you so very much. Thanks for watching. I'll be back shortly with more DSP versus the internet. All right.